Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.74 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.22%. and in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video, and I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing no prices in this massive ABC correction, which has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark, and having done so, I believe it has done the minimum that we expected it to do in its ABC correction, and soon we might see a very nice bounce to the upside in this Elliot wave structure, having our wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. But before we get to an all-time high, we first need to see that first wave to the upside and also see a fractal wave within a wave 1, and I believe that is what we are seeing here on the 4-hour chart. And at the moment we are in the formation of the wave 4, and we have not yet seen the low for that fourth wave to the lower side. And if I get a little bit into the details of the formation of this fractal wave, here on the chart you can see I have this yellow target area for that fourth wave to the lower side, which is the minimum retracement area for that fourth wave to the lower side, and that I'm basing it on the Fibonacci's, connecting the fibs from the low of the wave 3 to the high of that wave 3, and you can see my yellow target area lies between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, which is the minimum that I expect that fourth wave to the lower side to retrace. And you can see we have continued to respect that. We have come down into that yellow target area, though we have not yet maximized that target area before we see a nice reversal to the upside in the formation of our wave 5. And because our wave 4 is a corrective wave, we also expect to see an ABC corrective movement play out here on the charts, and I believe we are seeing that, having these as the wave A, wave B, and then a wave C. And before we saw that movement to the lower side in the formation of a wave C, we had been trading within this channel. We managed to break out of that channel to the lower side. We also lost a key area of support at around the $0.78 mark, and at the moment we found support at around the $0.72 mark, which is giving us support at the moment, and we are seeing a bit of a bounce to the upside. And if I jump to the 1-hour chart so that we can get to the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart, here on the 1-hour chart, within this movement right here, you can see we have been trading within a channel, and at the moment we are seeing a bit of a recovery to the upside within this channel, and it's possible that now that we have found support at around the $0.72 mark, we might continue pushing higher and maybe get back to around the $0.77 mark, which is the upper part of that channel. Maybe also manage to break out of that channel to the upside, also manage to break above the key area of resistance and continue pushing higher. And that can only happen in case the low for that fourth wave to the lower side was in at around the $0.69 mark. But for me, I think the low is not yet in, and we are yet to make a new low below the $0.69 mark and maybe go back to around the $0.66 mark. So that is the very first possible scenario that can play out on this chart. It's also possible that maybe we might see a reversal from the prices that we are trading within and continue pushing lower, lose that key area of support at around the $0.72 mark and continue pushing lower. So from what we can see here on the Forex factory, we can see that the Feds today will be speaking, and when that meeting happens, we'll be expecting a bit of a volatility in the market. So in case the Fed's speech is negative and has a negative impact to the market, then I would expect us to lose that key area of support over here at around the $0.72 mark and continue unlocking lower prices. And if we zoom out here on the charts, we can also see the formation of another chart pattern, which is giving us a breakout to the lower side, and that chart pattern is a double top, having it like that. Having that is the first top, then we have the second top, then you can see we continued seeing lower prices over here, and I'm expecting a bit of a breakout over here to the lower side. And in case that happens, this chart pattern normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height between the tops and the neckline. So using a trend line, we can get that height between the tops and the neckline, and then place it down here to give us a minimum target area to the lower side, and that gives me a target area back to around the $0.67 mark, and that supports my analysis that maybe the low for that fourth wave to the lower side is not yet in, and we might continue seeing lower prices, maybe get back to around the $0.66 mark, maximize that target area before we continue seeing higher prices here on the Polygon Matic chart. And if I also take a look at the indicators here on the 4-hour chart, here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 45 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upside and also any movement to the lower side. So in case we see a breakout out of that double top, that movement here on the RSI will be supported. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we are just about to print a bullish cross, so let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.